Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and thanks for joining us today for Who Rocks New Mexico? Today we'll visit the New Mexico Cancer Center using a non-surgical treatment for many types of skin cancer. Then we'll check out Valley Fence Company, New Mexico's #1 fence company since 1969. And we'll explore all that Jubilee Los Lunas has to offer. But first, Anderson Air Corps shows us why they're the best in the biz keeping their customers comfortable regardless of the season.
Here at Anderson Air Corps, we've been serving New Mexico's heating and air conditioning needs for over 50 years. Something that's kind of different for us than a lot of contracting companies out there is we only do heating and air conditioning. That's what we do. We don't do roofing, we don't do plumbing. We're a heating and air conditioning company, and that's our passion.
Let's face it, we're HVAC geeks. We like the new stuff that's coming in the industry, new technology, new products, new innovations. And best of all, we're taught to do the right thing here. We're not micromanaged. We do what's best for the customers.
As HVAC experts, our work involves heaters, furnaces, air conditioners, evap coolers, all makes, all models. We do everything from installations to retrofits to service and repair and AC conversions.
And we have 2 technicians on call 24/7, so we can usually respond to your emergencies within 24 hours.
You don't survive the contracting business for more than 50 years without caring about your customers. Our customers, our community, and giving back to the community are important to us. That's why we've partnered with Paws and Stripes. Paws and Stripes provides service animals for veterans who have PTSD or traumatic brain injuries. We're proud to be recognized as best in the biz in 2018 and are excited about serving the community and our customers for years to come.
Whenever you need maintenance or repairs on your heating or air conditioning, call us, day or night. Our Anderson Air Corps techs are on call around the clock, ready to respond to your needs.
When you have an emergency, we do everything we can to get a crew to you quickly. For both emergencies and service calls, we always do a courtesy call so you can make the best use of your time and still be there when we arrive.
Our techs are experts in diagnosing issues. Doesn't matter what make or model you have, we're not happy until we find out exactly what the problem is. In our minds, old is not a reason to replace your equipment. If it can be fixed, we will fix it.
Many of our customers have a preventative maintenance contract with us. We come out twice a year to maintain your equipment, and we also guarantee same-day emergency service to our preventative maintenance customers.
When you're ready for higher efficiency and more comfort, call the HVAC geeks at Anderson Air Corps.
Upgrading or conversion is a big decision and a big investment. Today's systems are complicated and sophisticated. It's very important that you make an informed, intelligent decision. You can count on the Anderson Air Corps team, and here's why. We're HVAC specialists, that's all we do. We look at every possible angle. For example, load calculations, how many BTUs your house really needs, and many other factors. We also determine if the ductwork can handle the system. Then we can determine which system is best suited for your needs. We will custom design and fabricate your ductwork specifically for your home in our shop. Our goal is to provide you with the system that is right for you, with maximum efficiency and comfort for years to come.
When you're ready for higher efficiency and more comfort, call the HVAC geeks at Anderson Air Corps. HVAC is all we do. We're ready to put our expertise to work for you.
Congratulations to Anderson Air Corps being named Best in the Biz for 2018. Approximately 6 million visitors come to Albuquerque each year, all year long. They represent millions of dollars to our economy, so we need to welcome them and treat them right. You may think that hospitality training is just for people in the hospitality industry, like restaurants and hotels, right? Well, hospitals, pharmacies, gas stations, fast food restaurants, and many others also qualify. If your business touches or has the potential to touch our visitors, then you should consider attending one of our Albuquerque Concierge Excellence or ACE trainings.
A lot of informative information about Albuquerque and kind of reminding me the things that I do love about Albuquerque and looking at it as a local but also keeping in mind of a tourist and reminding myself to try these places out, and that way I'm able to recommend and talk really highly about Albuquerque and what we have to offer.
If you're looking for a way for you and your staff to enhance your customer service experience, Visit Albuquerque would like to invite you to join us at one of our monthly ACE classes. The 3-hour course explores things to do and see in the Albuquerque area, as well as the do's and don'ts of customer service. ACE is helpful for all positions, and it's worth the $25 per student investment. To learn how you can make each guest experience better, call 505-222-4338 or email partnerevents@visitabq.org. We're looking for businesses that rock New Mexico. If that's your business or you have a recommendation, we'd love to hear from you. Email andrew@cliffdwellerdigital.com.
I'm Steve McKee, president of McKee Wallworking Company and author of When Growth Stalls and Power Branding, with a tip about how you can make your business rock. According to communications research, people tend to draw conclusions about someone within as little as 3 minutes of having met them. And researchers at Carleton University suggest that it takes as little as 1/20th of a second for people to register their likes and dislikes about another person. That's fast. Of course, there can be significant debate about whether this is a good thing. But whether someone should act on first impressions or not doesn't change the fact that first impressions exist, and they're powerful. And it's just as true in branding as it is in human relationships. The reason a lot of advertising fails to break through is that it's simply uninteresting to those to whom it's targeted. Pay attention to the first impressions your marketing efforts are making. Don't ask them to do too much. Consider a little subtlety. And by all means, take a step back and evaluate how you're coming across at each stage of the process. If your brand comes on too strong at first, it may not get a second chance.
One out of every 5 Americans will develop some type of skin cancer in their lifetime. The New Mexico Cancer Center has an innovative, non-surgical treatment for many types of skin cancer. Let's learn more. Finding out you have skin cancer can be a difficult diagnosis to accept, and unfortunately, skin cancer is a diagnosis that many New Mexicans face because while our beautiful sunshine is a great reason to love living in the land of enchantment, it also puts us at higher risk for developing skin cancer. For years, surgery has been the most common way to treat skin cancer, and while surgery is effective, it's also invasive and often painful, leaving behind scars from the treatment. But now there's a better and pain-free way to treat non-melanoma skin cancer. The New Mexico Cancer Center is the only place in the state that treats basal cell skin cancer and squamous cell skin cancer without surgery. The New Mexico Cancer Center team uses a specialized system that delivers a very precise dose of radiation to the skin cancer and a small margin around it, destroying the damaged cells while protecting the surrounding skin. And this means no cutting, no pain, no downtime, and no scarring.
With this kind of non-invasive radiation therapy, it's a few short treatments. Each treatment takes less than 30 seconds once the patient is set up, and patients can go straight from treatment to the golf course or the pool. There's no downtime, there's no restriction in their regular activities.
When treating something as serious as skin cancer, it's a good idea to understand the different treatment options available to you. Some cases require surgery, but many others can be successfully treated using this non-invasive approach that only New Mexico Cancer Center offers. The procedure is covered by most major medical insurance plans and Medicaid, so if you are facing a skin cancer diagnosis, call the New Mexico Cancer Center to schedule your consultation. The New Mexico Cancer Center, your strongest ally to conquer cancer.
Valley Fence was started by my grandfather in 1969, and when he got started, it was just a matter of hard work because he didn't have the opportunities, he didn't have the traditional education that a lot of folks have, and so for him it was just working hard and just trying to get that ball rolling.
The one thing my father had was he didn't have any limits, so he just continued to say, hey, let's try this and let's try this and let's go to this project. And it's very interesting. My father started it, and I think my gift is to just take what we had and try to make it better. And now with my son coming in, He's got some of mine and some of his grandfather's stuff in him, and so I think that's a good combination for the third generation to really expand what we're doing with technology. It's just bringing so many other opportunities for us, and he's a huge part of that coming on.
We have a wide range of products, and we offer the traditional fence items such as chain link, cedar, latia fence.
We offer just about anything you can think of. You have powder coating products that go over that now. You've got vinyl, you've got wood, you've got composite. We are an anchor distributor for Design Master. Design Master is going to give you the longevity. It's a powder coated product. It's just going to be around for a long, long time, and compared to being a painted product, it's just, there's no comparison.
Where we really pride ourselves is the custom work. Technology's come so far now, the things that we could do 20 years ago and the things we can do now are drastically different. For example, with our plasma cutter now, we can custom design gates and our fences, and we can provide customers just about anything they want.
We take it from its inception of cutting it out with your design and then powder coating it to any particular color that you may want.
So we really love when customers come and challenge us and say, can you help us get this done? Our answer almost every time is yes, and we're happy with how it turns out. Gates can be an excellent accent for somebody's home. Our ability to customize them can make them fit your home's look and design so well that if your home looks a certain way, we can make your gate look a certain way, and it's just an opportunity to really, really showcase your fence and to put a bow on it. They're all compatible with gate operators. So if you want access control, if you want to be able to get into your home via remote or via your phone, there's a ton of options these days, and it does make our lives a lot easier and provides a ton of security.
Over the last couple of years, we've also expanded our line into handrail. For some of our seniors, we put in handrails on their homes to help them, obviously, as they're getting older. Different designs, different colors.
Valley Fence Company is rooted in our community. We're happy to be from the South Valley. We're happy to be locally owned and from New Mexico, and a multiple generational business. I'm the third generation to work for the family business.
We just love our state. We love our community. We want to give back to that. We know that that's what's made our company successful. And we're not going anywhere. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. And we're going to be here for you today, tomorrow, and in 20 years from now.
Coming up, we've got an appointment with a doctor who can eliminate your pain without using dangerous drugs.
Hi, I'm Michael Newman, host of New Mexico True Television, coming up right after Who Rocks. New Mexico True Television will showcase our great state as you've never seen it before, and will provide you with travel tips to make it easy for you to plan your next New Mexico True adventure. So stay right here, enjoy Who Rocks, and stay with us at 8:30 for New Mexico True Television. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
What every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Food and clothes.
Not to be hurt.
A good education.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters. To be loved, valued, and respected.
El Ranchito is a loving and stable children's home where brothers and sisters can live together as they grow into adulthood or until they can be reunited with their families. With your help, El Ranchito de los Niños will continue its mission for years to come. Learn how you can help. Call us today.
In today's competitive marketing environment, there's a lot of buzz about drone video. Businesses of all types are looking skyward for better images to promote their companies, products, and services. Communities large and small are using drone video for economic development and tourism applications. Real estate agents know the value of drone video as a powerful selling tool for the homes, commercial buildings, and properties that they represent. Even ranchers are finding new and unique uses for drone video. And everyone wants professional drone video for their websites, social media, trade shows, and more. That's why Cliff Dweller Digital has 3 full-time FAA-certified drone pilots on staff. They'll consult with you to ensure that your drone footage captures exactly what you want and need. Nothing compares to drone video, shot indoors or out by the professionals with more drone capabilities and experience than anyone else in New Mexico. Cliff Dweller Digital. Check us out at cliffdwellerdigital.com or call Andrew at 505-363-2796. We look forward to working with you. A lot of people deal with pain on a daily basis, and opioid pain medications can be addictive. But what if pain could be eliminated without the use of these dangerous drugs? Let's visit with a doctor who just might have the answer. Santa Rosa, New Mexico is a small town along I-40 with a heritage that harkens back to the days of old Route 66. But there's a doctor here using state-of-the-art cutting-edge technology to help people reduce or eliminate pain without the use of narcotics. Meet Dr. David Calkins.
What I do is actually try and find out why you hurt first. And then once I figure out the exact reason you hurt, I use the technology that's available to get rid of as much of your pain as possible. It's hard to find a good pain guy. And most of the people I see have already seen a lot of people. And a lot of them have even had surgeries.
There's new technology that allows us to do really minimally invasive procedures that interrupt the nerve signals that send a pain signal to your brain. It's an outpatient procedure. It's relatively pain-free.
Because what I'm doing is I'm taking little tiny bits of very dense local anesthetic and putting specific nerves to sleep to see if I can make your pain go away.
The idea there is to see if we're in the right spot.
If that works, then at our next visit, I'll go in there and knock those nerves out with a special technology called radio frequency.
A very small microwave generator heats up the nerve that's sending the pain signal and eliminates that nerve's ability to transmit a pain signal.
Radio frequency ablation can be an effective treatment for a variety of conditions, including back pain, neck pain, headaches, hip, shoulder, and knee pain, as well as others.
Half the people, the pain goes away forever. The other half, it's only a couple years. So unluckily for you, you may have to look at me every 2 years.
My back has been broken twice, and I've had back problems all my life, I guess, and arthritis set in, and Dr. Calkins did those procedures on me. I feel a whole lot better. I don't hurt. He got me to where I could walk again without help.
I seen Dr. Calkins because I had a really bad sciatica pain. I dealt with it on and off for about 4 or 5 years. I'm very grateful to Dr. Calkins. He helped me out quite a bit. I'm doing really well, and I'm very, very grateful to him for that.
This procedure is covered by all insurance companies. It is a fraction of the cost of surgery.
Santa Rosa is about an hour and a half from Albuquerque. But once you've been to everybody else, if you want to get better, just come see me.
We moved here from LA. We were looking for a place with 4 seasons, desert, and an active adult community. So we looked up and down the West Coast. We looked throughout the Southwest. And then Jubilee popped up on the internet doing a search, and we said, let's go check that out. And there was no comparison to anything else we had seen.
The climate, the fact that there's an international airport nearby, and the fact that we found an active adult community where we could do some customizing of the models is really our criteria, and they were all met here.
So we actually started by taking the 2342 and expanding the footprint outward in every direction, making every room a little bit larger.
In the kitchen, we were able to lengthen the island. We then raised the height of the island so that it's a lot easier for us to work on.
Oh, one thing we did was we built in a bar up in the corner of the living space and had Susan put in a onyx countertop and then underlit it so it kind of glows. It's just absolutely stunning.
We made some changes to the bathroom. We were able to have a large shower, and we put a steam unit in it.
Those were the kind of touches that were surprising to us and delightful to us, and we're so glad we did them. We just love our home. It's just been great. We love the climate. We love not having to shovel snow, after doing that for many years. We love not being in traffic like in LA. We love the people who come from all over the country. This has really been a wonderful life change for us.
Hello, my name's Dr. Greg Lepore, and this is our practice. Our name of our practice is Lepore Associates, or also Smiles by Design. One thing that I like people to understand that's really important with my vision for each one of our patients is that if you want to save your teeth and keep your teeth for a lifetime, if you don't want to have dental emergencies or pain with your teeth, then this is a great place to come have your dentistry done.
I found out about Dr. Lepore having this reputation for being somebody who's sensitive to pain. Came and saw Dr. Lepore, and indeed I had 8 cavities. We took care of my mouth and it didn't hurt at all. There was no pain, absolutely no pain.
I've always been nervous about dentists, but since I've been coming to see Dr. Lepore, that I haven't worried about that at all. They are always very attentive. The staff is always asking, how are you doing? Are you feeling these things? And I feel very comfortable being here and really no longer fear going to the dentist.
What did you think when you first came in?
Well, it was very different compared to other dentists. Everyone was more nice and calm, and everyone was just more fun and talkative. I'm always excited to come here, actually. I'm not scared, I'm excited.
What keeps me coming back for the last 12 years is the professionalism that I find in Dr. Lepore. I live part-time with my family in California, and I came 1,000 miles 3 weeks ago to keep an appointment with Dr. Lepore.
He's an excellent dentist. His staff, everyone here is very friendly. He's made me feel, and my whole family, feel very part of his family.
I would sincerely ask any of you that may be watching that are looking for a new dental home to come try us out. I would love the opportunity to take care of you, and we look forward to meeting you soon.
Rocky Mountain Stone has been supplying New Mexico with granite countertops, flagstone pavers, and other types of natural stone product for more than 50 years. Let's find out what makes them so successful.
Rocky Mountain Stone's been in business since 1963. We actually did our first granite countertop job in 1986, and since then we've done about 1.2 million square feet of countertops in this market. When we first started, we would go out and make stick templates of the countertops. We would bring them back, put them on a slab, lay them out, mark them with tape, put them on a saw, try to cut them as accurately as possible. Compare that to today, we go out with a laser, a 3D two-dimensional laser, create a line drawing in a computer program, very accurate. The laser templating is accurate to within a 32nd of an inch over 20 feet. Every slab in our system gets photographed. We put it on a big green board, and it's a calibrated photograph. We import that into a program called SlabSmith.
SlabSmith is a computer program where we take the photos of the slabs and incorporate the CAD drawing into that. We overlay those 2 pieces of information, and then we can show customers what their actual countertops are going to look like.
We take that information after it's laid out, we run tool paths on it and send it to a CNC program, a water jet saw combination. And today it takes half hour to 45 minutes to cut a slab, where 10 years ago it took us 2.5, 3 hours to cut a slab sometimes. There's a natural affinity for people to be attracted to natural stone. I mean, it's kind of what we're made of, and the very few people that you run into don't like natural stone. One of the other things that a lot of people don't realize, granite countertops add to the perceived value of a home. So normally if you're flipping a house, or if you're in a remodel process, you put granite countertops in, you're going to see more return off than what you're paying for it.
It's time to think differently about cemeteries. Meet Sunset Memorial Park, New Mexico's most beautiful cemetery. If you've driven on Manal just west of I-25, you've probably passed it thinking it's simply an expansive tree-filled park. It is, and so much more. Recognized nationally for its scenic charm, captivating elegance, and majestic park-like setting, Sunset Memorial Park is unlike any cemetery you've ever seen. People come here to walk, jog, walk their dogs, and relax. It's just that kind of place. And while the lush green grass and canopy of leaves makes every part of Sunset Memorial Park desirable, you'll find our Centennial Urn Garden a burial place unlike any other. Designed to be a sanctuary for the soul, a peaceful garden for reflection, and an inspirational setting for the celebration of life, the Urn Garden offers warmth and peace to all who enter. Sometimes it's hard to think about the inevitable. Not here. There's something so welcoming, so inviting, and yet so comforting. It's easy to imagine this garden as a final resting place. There's beauty everywhere you look. In the Santa Fe architecture, tranquil fountains, lush foliage, Kiva fireplace, and amazing bronzes, and the beauty continues through every season, gently casting its colors and textures on the wall niches and burial areas throughout the garden. Many people are so moved by the tranquility of the Urn Garden that they choose to ensure that they have a place here. Some even have their names and birth dates engraved. The families of those who pre-plan are always grateful that, in a time of grief, the majority of decisions have already been made, giving them the opportunity to focus on the celebration of life rather than the difficult details. Whether you choose to pre-plan or simply learn more, we invite you to come and walk through the Centennial Urn Garden and experience the peace and tranquility that this garden offers to all.
My dad worked in the lumber business for about 12 years or so, and then he started Mountain West Sales in 1989. He was selling wood-burning fireplaces at the lumber yard where he was working right before he started this business. And he talked to the rep for Heatolator Fireplaces and bought a truckload of fireplaces, and that's how that got started. In the beginning it was just simple wood-burning fireplaces, and so the product offering has really expanded a lot over that time. With the invention of direct vent gas fireplaces, which are very highly efficient fireplaces that don't use any room air for combustion, they've really been able to come up with a lot of different things. So you can see behind me, these are some of the more popular looks that we have now with the contemporary styles, with linear burners, burners that are hidden, and then different media choices. So instead of just logs, we have stones or glass of various colors. You can get LED lights inside the fireplace so that you can have the fireplace doing something in the months that you wouldn't actually have a fire inside of there. So there's really so many looks for so many different styles of homes that we have now. We have a huge selection. We carry 5 or 6 major brands, lots of different fuel sources, and almost everything that we carry there's an example of here in the showroom, so that people can really come in and actually experience the product. The architect Frank Lloyd Wright said that the fireplace is the heart of the home, and we have so many different striking, contemporary, and traditional looks that it can be a real centerpiece of the house now, which is what it's supposed to be. I really recommend you come down to our showroom and take a look if you're in the market for any of these products. We've got, I think, the best selection in town. I know that our staff here are the most knowledgeable, personable, and easygoing that you'll find anywhere. There's not a lot of pressure. We just answer your questions and provide you with solutions.
Well, that's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks New Mexico, and I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. For more information on the people that you saw today on the show, visit us online at whorocksnm.com. And remember, when you're out and about, if you see our men and women in uniform, stop them and thank them for their service. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you right back here again next week on KOB4 for another episode of Who Rocks New Mexico.